I'm laning against a server best Elsu in this match. Elsu is known to be one of the strongest ADCs in the laning phase with few counters. A few heroes that can lane into Elsu include Joker, and to a lesser extent Leville and Slimz. In this match, I'm playing Slimz. He is a relatively more late game ADC, so I want to try and play safely in the early game and find opportunities to farm up. The enemy team has been aggressively tower diving me for most of the early game this match. Fortunately, my mid laner and support are pretty good this game. Both the Tulin and Elsu are really low, but this Superman support is harassing me under my own tower, and we're able to trade 3 for 2. I land my S1 spear here, and Arum quickly follows up with an ultimate. In this case, I don't hesitate to attack the Elsu because Arum has more than enough HP to survive. However, there are situations where it's not appropriate to attack the target of Arum's ultimate, and I'll walk through some examples of both in this video. Sinestria is trying to ult me to heal herself back up, so I'll try to maintain outside of her ult range and finish her off with an S1 spear. We'll try to take the mid tower here, however I do lose sight of the enemy Omen who was pushing on the top side of the map, so I want to play a bit safer. The Omen and Elsu try to chase down my low HP Arum, and Arum self-protection ults the Omen. I focus all my abilities on the other target because Arum was low on HP in this case and would not have been able to survive if we focused our abilities on her. And with the help of Lorion, we're able to kill both the Elsu and Omen. Arum wants to take Slayer, but we are getting close to the 8-minute mark when the Slayer changes, so I opt to take the top tower for our team instead. After I clear this minion wave, I want to try to see if I can push in the mid lane tower, which is low on HP. And with only 25 health left, I should be able to take this tower even without any minions. I just need to wait for a safe opportunity to do so. As a general rule of thumb to determine whether or not to attack the target of Arum's ultimate, think about 2 questions first. One is, will the enemy be able to survive even if I don't attack? And 2, will my Arum be able to survive if I do attack? So in this example, Tulin was not getting away from the 3 of us, and Arum was low on HP, so I wanted to wait before attacking. And we finished that team fight, acing their whole team with only 1 casualty on our side. Now let's look at an exception where it's better to attack the target of an Arum ultimate, and that's when Arum ults a hero with a survivability skill. So for example, Sinestria's ultimate would enable her to heal off of Arum, so it's important that we finish off the Sinestria before the duration of Arum's ultimate ended. I'm going to use the enemy jungle creeps to heal myself back up, but I noticed my butterfly is missing 1 passive stack, so I let her have the last one to finish off her triple stack. Remember, we're watching a replay from bird's eye view, and at the time of the match, I had no idea that Omen was camped near the blue there, and he manages to force out one of my revives. Lorion and I find ourselves in a 2v5 situation as we try to defend our high ground towers. I flicker out of Omen's S1 range and then use my S2 to avoid Tulin's ultimate here. And we managed to defend our high ground tower. Lorion lands a beautiful ultimate flicker, which allows us to take down both the Tulin and the Elsu. The late game Dark Slayer is incredibly tanky, and unless we have a clear numbers advantage, it's generally better to attack the enemy than to continue attacking the Slayer. We should be able to safely take the Dark Slayer now, given both the enemy jungler and support have died, and we have healthy minion waves applying pressure. I was pinging our Yan to retreat and wait for us, but as per usual, he continued to feed. But I will give him credit for one thing this game, is that he fed the enemy team so much that it gave the rest of us opportunity to get shut down gold. Arum ults a full health Omen to protect us, but I want to focus on the enemy Elsu first. We now have the Super Dark Slayer pushing in and a healthy wave chop, so we should be able to end here. But I do need to play carefully because I no longer have any revives left, but the enemy team still has revives. At this point, we probably could have gotten 2 more kills, but I wanted just to safely end the game now instead of further stat stacking.